JP Morosi, I'm not jinxing the Rays, but they're not losing. Good morning to you. And when you watch them play, it sounds cliche, but there's contributions from everyone. We know what Joey Wendle can do on defense. You're taken with his adjustments on offense. What's been the difference?
Yes, Lauren, good morning, and a great segment there on the Kiermaiers. That was a lot of fun to watch and listen to that. So certainly Kevin's team, the Rays, this great winning streak is going, and Joey Wendle is a huge reason why. And from talking to people around the club and who know Joey well, they've talked about how he's hitting the ball in the air a little bit more. He's using the whole field a little bit more. But really, it's the same consistent Joey Wendle we have come to know through his time in the major leagues. And you go back to 2019, he had that wrist injury after the hit by pitch. But aside from that, he's been a very consistent player. You go back to 2018, he was one of the top 10 hitters in the American League in terms of batting average. You see what he's done so far this season, the .310 average. The power has ticked up a little bit as well. We have seen Mike Zunino have a great career year behind the plate. Lauren, this team is so good. And when you talk about the Adames trade, and we heard Kevin talk about it, it's because of that depth they have all the way around. You can play Wendle at multiple spots around the infield. This is a team that is so much fun to watch, and Wendle's productivity is getting better and better. And again, it's a little more consistency, a little more all-field approach, but Joey Wendle has hit since coming to the major leagues, and that is getting even better here in 2021.
I didn't realize that. 11 in a row, and not easy to do, JP. I think I speak for all Brewers fans when I say I'm cautiously optimistic about Christian Yelich, just because when he came back last time, it was for one day. What's their plan with him? Are they cautious?
Well, Lauren, it's a great question, and they are going to be cautious. Case in point, he did not play yesterday. Of course, that was I think a logical day to not have him play because the Brewers were facing Snell, the lefty, so rest him there. I would expect he's going to be back in the lineup here tonight against the Padres and Joe Musgrove. But from what Craig Counsell has said, and they haven't been too specific about it, Lauren, but they're going to continue to be careful. Rest him when it's logical to do so, probably against lefties, and then play him whenever his body allows him to do so. It was a really key moment on Sunday. You saw the power come back a little bit, a prodigious home run for Yelich, his first of the year. That was great for the Brewers to see. But I believe, and you see the swings that he had on Sunday, they're going to continue to be cautious. There was a change in the treatment approach that they've taken with him that has allowed him to come back and play. But I don't think, Lauren, we're going to see him playing 10, 12 days in a row. That's just simply not part of the recipe right now. They have to ease him back in. But already, he's been able to play more days in a row than what he was able to do, as you point out, when he just came back for the one day. And in fact, this week is really his first look at playing at home since the very first homestand of the season, as Adam McCalvy wrote recently at MLB.com. So the full-on MVP every single day impact, probably not realistic right now, but the Brewers, with some rest, are hoping that he's going to at least be able to be in there 4 to 5 times a week, maybe, at least against the righties to start, and then they will see how the back treatments proceed as the year goes along.
We will take that all day. Meanwhile, they got a stud on the mound every single day. It seems like Burns and Woodruff, they keep on coming. For the Mets, the injuries kind of keep on coming. Conforto and McNeil, this is troubling a little bit. Are they more significant than we thought originally?
Yes, unfortunately, that is the case for the Mets. And Lauren, it's another day, another injury update for them, and that's been the theme of their season in so many ways. Based on what was said yesterday, it looks like both McNeil and Conforto will still miss multiple more weeks. That it's probably mid to late June before either of them returns to the active roster. Now, since their injuries, you saw it there in the same game there at the Trop, the Mets are 3-4. They have been averaging just 3 runs per game offensively. And then last night, we saw Johneshwy Fargas, who has been added to their outfield mix. He hurt the AC joint in his left shoulder, colliding with the wall. He, Lauren, according to what a source told me this morning, is likely also going on the injured list. So that's why we saw Steve Cohen's tweet last night, anybody want to suit up? That's basically where they're at right now. We've seen Khalil Lee come in. He is now playing a lot in the outfield. Cameron Maybin has been added to the mix. Again, they may have to make another move with Fargas to add another outfielder. And as our Anthony DiComo wrote at MLB.com, in all sincerity here, that if Tim Tebow had not retired to play tight end for the Jaguars, he would probably be in the major leagues right now. That's what Anthony wrote.
What was that?
I'll tell you.
D-Row,
Yeah,
so yes,
now.
thanks for listening, Two Sport Athlete. Basically, what was being said there was that if Tebow had not retired to play tight end for the Jags, this is Anthony Tacoma wrote this. I'm just quoting Anthony's story. That if Tebow had not retired to play tight end for the Jags, he would be on the active roster of the New York Mets right now.
There ain't no. And Lauren knows this. I'm a huge Tebow guy.
You are?
With all the negative in the world, I'm in on Tim Tebow. I hope he kills it.
He's a positive guy.
Robert doesn't feel the same. I can tell by I'm putting his business on the streets. He obviously doesn't feel the same. I'm in.
I was at University of Florida
And he
when he
would've-
walked
Go Gators.
into a room.
Go
It was
Gators.
an auditorium. He shook hands with
Are
every
you kidding me?
single person. He made everyone feel like $1 million. I'll never forget
And
it.
you will never
Before we go,
see a team work harder than it will. And you
oh,
will never
embarrassment. It's
see
on a
a day.
plaque outside Ben Hill Griffin. I mean, let's go. By the way, JP Morosi, I love you, but you too, trading Max Scherzer, would you stop?
Stop it.
Stop. 2 games back.
Okay, Lauren.
Enough.
Oh, this is a. Oh wow, I'm sensing some hostility here, but let me work my way through this one, okay?
Okay.
Right now, okay, the Nationals are last in the
Last is
National
2
League
games
East, Lauren. The
back.
standings.
Get him, Lauren.
The standings don't now. Here we go.
Get 'em.
I'll work my way through this.
The Dodgers are
The
1 game
standings
back.
don't
Let's
lie.
trade Bellinger and everyone else.
There she goes.
Lauren, it's not. This is amazing. The heat that Shahadi is bringing this morning. This is incredible. So, Lauren, they're in 5th place. Okay, they're in 5th place. Now, we will see. It's a developing story. We're not trading Max today. We're not trading him today. Okay, let's not say Morosi, Scherzer going to be traded. No. I'm saying let's watch the story unfold. Okay, a couple things. We have seen Mike Rizzo in the past. Harper's free agent year. They had a chance to trade him. They did not. So it is really against Mike Rizzo's nature to trade a star player even in his walk year, even when they are missing the playoffs, if in fact they miss the playoffs. But I make this point. Max Scherzer has full 10-5 rights, okay? No trade protection. He doesn't have to go anywhere that he doesn't want to. The team to watch that I think could be a really interesting fit for Max, if the Nationals are still in 5th place in the middle or later portion of July, a lot of qualifiers here, Lauren, but if they're still there, is St. Louis, his hometown. We saw Miles Michaelis go on the IL again. Kim struggled this week in his last start. The Cardinals, to me, have a need for a starting pitcher. And would that not be an amazing story? Max goes home. Max goes back to St. Louis again. If the Nats are still in 5th place in July, there's a lot of time between now and then. and here, I'm just going to paint this picture for you guys as I drop the mic here. One possibility for October among all these options. How about Max pitching for the Cardinals in a playoff series against the Albert Pujols Los Angeles Dodgers? Whoo! That would be something. Just leaving that there.
Dave Martinez, Knock Knock Clubhouse. Hey, guys. Max, you're out. No.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No,
well,
I
he's
love
saying,
you,
like,
though.
did you
Just
see what
saying.
Morosi said today? No. I'm just saying we're just going to see how things
You're the
go between
best.
now and July, Lauren.
You
That's all.
are the
Just making
best.
the point.
JP
Thank you.
Morosi on
I
the
appreciate
Inside
it.
Corner. Appreciate
Love the
it.
conversation. Thank
We'll
you.
talk to you tomorrow.